Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of 3AM with Abdul. Today's guest is not just my friend, he's someone I've known since childhood. We grew up together, separated by life, and reunited as adults. And I would say today he's one of the most successful among us. First class graduate, married man, businessman. Yeah, all meet Alhaji. Alhaji.
Hello, um, hello everyone. Good evening
Okay,
to you everyone. I'm very opportune to be part of this episode
okay.
with my very own childhood friend, the most creative person. I think he's the most wonderful person among us. Let me say, with the crazy ideas, everything. So
Okay.
yeah, there's exaggerated the most of out of the. Yes,
Okay, let's
I'm
start
very
with
glad.
I'm the one,
Yeah,
and
let's start with
I will say that we are the one that are very glad, very happy that you joined us on this podcast. This is
yeah.
we're actually trying to build a community. So I know, like, from the start of this podcast till now, my our viewers are very, very opportune to know the people I'm talking to because they are not just normal people. You guys come here, share your history, your background, knowledge, and so many things. Just like I've said from my introduction now, Alhaji is a first class graduate, a married man, and also a businessman. Don't forget that I mentioned he's the most successful among us so far for me. Maybe the others might have another. To have all these three things, it's not easy. We know how it is. So, Alhaji, once again, thank you so much for being on this podcast.
Thank you very much.
So, like I have to for our viewers, just like I've told you guys that I have three friends like back then, and we've managed to interview two, which the in podcast was really really good based on the feedback I've received, and so I told you that you guys have to keep on with me or keep up with me because that's not all. We have Alhaji now, the most successful. You know that they say keep the best to the how the name the last to the best or the best to last. I forgot to share.
That that accolade you always attribute to me. You were successful.
To Alhaji,
Great
Alhamdulillah.
achiever.
So let's start with when you think back to our childhood, what's one memory that you think shapes you to who you are today?
Yeah, actually, if I check back in time,
Mm,
our childhood memory, there's one thing that always keeps me alive
okay,
and that keeps me going.
okay.
I remember how the three of us we struggle to
Mm-hmm.
just make it in life.
Yeah,
How far, how far we want to go. We do things, we bring ideas together. Even when life keeps giving us hard chances, but still we keep going.
we keep on
And
going.
yeah. That zeal we have in us is something that's among three of us, like we all have that goal.
Yeah,
That's that yes, we want to be successful. So you see, when you are among the cliques of those who aspire to be something great, then I don't see why you don't want to be someone great. That's
that's
one thing that keeps me up, you guys.
that's
Yeah.
really really good. And for our viewers, Alhaji is very smart. You guys can see from the way he's the way he's speaking and articulating his thoughts. So you guys should sit down, buckle up. This will be a very, very good conversation. I can feel it.
Yeah.
So growing up, did you ever imagine
Yeah.
you'd become the man you are now?
Yeah.
I
Okay.
know that. I know
In
that. Wait, I know that we all want to be successful. We have that drive, but at the moment now, have you ever imagined that you are this young and you are married, like first class, all these things? Have you ever imagined that you get it
actually,
at this moment? Mm-hmm.
if someone told me back then that I'll be where I am today, though I'm not yet where I want to be,
Yeah,
but where I am today, I'm very very grateful, and it's something that actually it's a surprise to me because I grew up at least not meeting my parents to
mm,
be doing well, but at least Alhamdulillah, they were able to provide us with the basic needs we need
yeah,
to shape us into somebody we are today.
sure.
So, but where I am today, if someone told me that, Sky, you'll be where you are today, I'll say it's like getting married at this early age
Yeah,
is something really, and getting to business, running to business at the time,
at the
is
same
something
time.
really fascinating to me that happened so quick in my life. Seriously.
So we'll get into that part. That's one of the most that's a really really vital part in our conversation today. But before that, I want to touch on education and mindset. I know that graduating with first class from University of Sokoto, it's not an easy task or anything easy to do. So,
Actually,
what did people not see behind that success?
actually, what people did not see behind that success is a broken guy
Mm,
that always tries to get up even when life gets at him. There was sleepless nights, days I sleep without no food.
wow.
Sometimes I go to my wife, which was my girlfriend then, to feed me, to give me food.
Yeah.
And again, there's another thing I want to make it clear to our audience. I
Okay.
actually did not graduate in first class. I was almost there. Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
it wasn't an easy task.
Okay.
Then I graduated with 4.47.
4-7. Oh God, it was
Yeah,
very close.
I was very close.
Yeah.
So, but I just believe that everything God just did for a reason.
Okay. That's
Yeah,
really
and what
nice.
keeps me going,
Mm,
I have some colleagues that I used to call him my farmer shoot. He's somebody that really inspired me.
okay.
And my mentor, Malam Abdulaziz, from
Okay.
Department of Sociology, is someone that also groomed us, he shaped us that we need to get where we want to be.
Mm.
That's
So
some of things that gave me that mindset that, okay, I think I can make it.
so shout out
Even
to
though I was not there, but I was almost there.
yeah. So shout out to them. Sorry, for our viewers, maybe I got it wrong. I thought it was almost there because the points were close. The points were close. It was very,
Yeah,
very close. Speaking from somebody that don't really care, that don't really have a very good distance. So let's leave that one aside. I'm not the one that they're interviewing. So from you, we all know that I want to ask you about how did you end up choosing Sokoto? Why Sokoto? And how
okay.
did you find the change, like going from Mina to Sokoto for you to go, and why did you choose Sokoto out of all the schools,
Uh,
universities?
the reason I choose Sokoto is that one thing keeps coming to my mind. I
Okay.
wanted to leave. I wanted to leave my background because I feel that the place where I grew up, everything will hold me down to the kind of lifestyle I want to live and the kind of things I want to achieve in life. So that's one thing that aspires me to, okay, I want to leave my states to
Wow.
explore. I love exploring.
Okay.
So then the first thing that came into my mind was, okay, why not go to Sokoto? Though first I wanted to choose BUK. So
BUK.
then from the speculations of people that you won't get admission, all that, then I said, okay, Sokoto is a good choice. And I had some of my cousins that attended the school and I've had the history and the
About the
kind of
school.
about the school. So I decided to choose them.
Wow.
And that's why I chose Usman for the university.
And as a graduate of that school, would you recommend our young ones out there to choose it?
I will recommend it 100 by
Person.
100.
Wow. So,
Especially Usman for the university is a very nice school. Excellent.
excellent school.
Because no matter, yeah, it is rigid, but it will shape you to somebody who you need to be in future.
Wow.
That's one thing I know about the school. Yes,
I
it's
know.
not only learning, but again character. They instill
Mm,
that character. That's our motto. So anywhere you see Usman for the university students, you always see that learning and character first. That's what
first.
comes first. Yeah.
So, as somebody, or for those ones that are finding it very difficult to be excellent in school, what advice do you have for them? And how, like, what advice do you have for them to actually be good? Or those ones that they need advice to reach that level, or they want to finish with first class, all those things? What advice do you have for them that are in school currently?
Yeah. The only thing I need to say is that we have different belief and we have different capacity,
Yeah.
and our way of assimilations to things are different,
Mm,
and we are built different
sure.
version.
Sure.
So the only thing I would just say is that just have purpose.
Mm, okay.
That purpose is what will keep you going in life. That's just it.
That's
Have
it.
purpose. What
Yeah.
you want to do. This is what I want to achieve, and that's it.
I want to touch more on your journey. Was there ever a
Yeah.
moment that you almost gave up academically? One, if there's one
Wow.
moment that you want to maybe give our audience a story about.
Yes. This is really touching.
Okay.
This is a really touching story. Part of my journey,
Okay.
my academic journey. There
Okay.
was this time I was in UG2 going to UG3.
Okay.
So what happened is that I was sent school fees from home. So something came up. I stayed back in school during the holiday.
Mm,
Then when they sent me that money, I trampled on that money and squandered everything.
Wow.
So then I was thinking, then I was really broke,
Mm.
like even to eat. My roommate then, what we normally squander on was kway the kway.
No,
People that go to Usman University will know it's kway the kway.
wait,
Then
wait.
Kelly,
Then,
then Kelly with that's what we do eat then back in school.
okay.
So I spend the money. Then it was almost time to exam, and
And you haven't
if you are
paid.
unable, yes, if you are unable to pay school fees, then you'll be forced like to drop out or maybe to defer a section.
Wow. That's
So
very.
at that moment, I the first thing I thought was, if I couldn't get this money till that time,
Mm.
I would just run away.
You just run away
I
and leave the school.
I would just run away and leave the school.
Okay.
But one thing that saved me was I reached out to one of my friends, and to him too, it's not that he's doing well, but at least he
Mm.
was able to lend me part of the money.
Okay.
And then as far I do my hustle normal.
Yeah.
I remember when I used to be a loan app ambassador. So
Alhaji.
I reached out to them.
Your hustle, gaskiya, your hustle. Your hustle.
Seriously.
Mm.
So that's when I reached out to Fairmont. Then they were able to loan me around 30,000 naira, and my school fees then was 32,000.
Wow.
Then back then, it was
Right then, back
32,000.
then.
Then with
Okay.
some charges, everything was just sum up to 40,000.
Okay.
Then that's my friend rents me 8,000. He borrowed me 8,000 naira. Then I completed everything.
Wow. And I think that's very relatable to so many people out there.
Yeah.
So many students, maybe those ones that use the money for bets, the ones that use it for
Yeah.
investments, all those type of things. So that's just the world we live in, sadly, in Nigeria. It's it's
Yeah.
very, very
It's hard.
bad.
It's hard.
It's hard and it's bad. So for our young ones out there, no matter what you are doing, keep faith, and inshallah everything will be okay. But how do you integrate like God into all the things you are doing?
Wow, that's very, very good question you asked.
Okay.
Yeah, I grew up in a family where there's foundation, the Islamic foundation. In
Okay.
fact, my dad is a Muslim. Popularly, people know him as Muslim Hussein.
Wow.
It's a person that is grounded on Islamic knowledge and even Western education.
Okay.
So that he inculcates into us that God comes first in everything we do. And
No.
that I was able to build on that.
Okay.
There's one thing in life I do, no matter what I do in life, I
Okay.
put God first. I don't leave my salat, my askar, those actions. I think that's what's brought me this far.
Oh, alhamdulillah.
My tahajjud, especially my tahajjud, I really keep that very, very close because they said that's the prayer that never misses its target.
Wow.
And again, most importantly, my wife, she helps me in my game too. She helps me in practice again.
So whenever I mention your wife or marriage, there's this big smile on my face, which we are going to get into right now. Your wife is such a beautiful human being. I can remember the weddings in my head and how everything went. Which when I knew that like you were going to get married, I was very, very happy, and we are all proud of you. We know that it's not
Yeah.
an easy step, but the way it's happened, it just shows that like you have to be chosen for it to happen to you like that. Because
Exactly.
what I used to think of all the great people in the world, the millionaires, the billionaires, they kind of have this similar thing happening to them maybe at once in their life. You see that they married early, their wife stayed, they helped them, all those things. So you met your wife in school. How did it happen?
Okay. Actually, we started off as friends
Okay.
back in, let me say, UG, at the end, towards the end of UG1. That's our 100 level.
Okay.
So then with series of we do spend time, we chat, we share our thoughts. Like she comes to me whenever she's down. She talks to me as a close friend, and she's for my advice. Like, also, if I run to her when I'm in need and all that things, she always used to turn out for me. Like she turn up whenever I need anything. So that closeness made me had a kind of soft spot for her, and which I too was unaware that she also had that soft spot for me.
Wow.
So we normally go to night class. Then that's very night. It was a wonderful night for me.
Okay.
Then we were coming back from night class. I escorted her back to our hostel, and that's when everything started.
That's when everything started. I know, like,
Everything.
like, it's the reason why it's amazing is we all have maybe girlfriends in school, all those type of things. But for you
Yeah.
to be convinced that she's the one, and you are ready to like do everything for you to have her as your wife. Did it
Yes.
when at what stage did you decide that yes, she's the one, and what did you see?
Actually, we dated for about 5 years. Let me say, we dated for about 5 years.
Okay, wow,
Yeah,
that's
because was Corona and was strike
mm,
then,
yeah,
so
yes,
that was something all together. So let me just 6 days. We dated for about 4 years. So it was when we had our second day that I see that she was with me. What I saw in her was is that she was with me when I had nothing, and
okay,
this woman loved me sincerely,
yeah,
and she's willing to support me. See, in fact, she's part of my success journey. Like, if I'm talking about my success, I
mm,
will not leave my wife aside. Seriously, she's part of it. She's something. She's someone that's really helped me to become who I am today.
today,
She
wow,
really plays a vital role in my success journey.
that's really really nice,
See, so
and
that's one thing that I love a supportive woman. So from there, that's what makes me that think that yes, this is the woman I need to
mm,
become the person I want to be.
wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So she was one of the turning point for you. It was when you realized that she was very supportive. She was there even when you had nothing, and
Yes.
she's still there till now as we're talking. And
Till
she's
now,
here
yes.
and she's here. She's still there as your wife, which is very very beautiful.
Till, till then,
And yeah, yeah, and I hope it continues
till then
to
I shall.
eternity. So, shout out to
Yeah.
your wife and to all our friends or people or audience out there that are married, that are very young and married,
Mm.
just like you are. So, how did
Yes.
marriage change you now as a man?
Ah, you see, I have to take that side. It's good too, but it's not
It's
easy.
not easy, guy.
Yes, yes, yes.
What?
10 months now into my marriage.
Mm,
Yeah, but I've get to realize a lot of things. See,
okay.
and I realized that maturity is just one thing, like having a stable income,
Mm,
a full family, and a place where you call home.
mm,
As a married man, that's what you need.
wow,
That's just what you need.
wow.
I stopped getting enticed by a lot of things as maybe when I was a bachelor then.
Mm,
Like I want to flaunt girls, I want to flex. No, now I'm shaped by my responsibilities. Or let me say my responsibilities shapes me.
yeah, your responsibility have shaped you
Yeah,
to the person you are today.
I shape the person I am today. Because in anything I'm thinking is how do I provide for my family?
Mm,
How do I make sure I protect them? I
mm,
care for them. I give them what they need. And that's what separates us. That's the big difference between a bachelor and a married
and a
person.
married man, responsibility, which is very,
Exactly.
very, very difficult.
Exactly.
It's very, very difficult. Sometimes before I told you that you're going to be on my podcast, when I just
Yeah.
remember that I'm married, I would be like, what? How is life for him?
Ah,
Because
that's not easy.
I
That
say
is not easy.
it's not easy, but
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah,
Yes. Yes.
and inshallah it will get better. It will get better financially. It will get better in any other way that's positive.
Exactly.
So for
I
us that
mean,
are not married, us bachelors and our audience, what's one hard
yeah.
truth? What's one hard truth about marriage young men are not ready to hear?
Ah, one thing about marriage is that one hard truth I'll say is that
Mm,
no matter what it is, you have to support your wife.
mm,
And this is something that majority of men out there they find it to be a taboo.
okay.
That it seems like maybe you are under you have become an emotional saint.
Mm,
What I mean is that support in terms of support. You have to help your wife in kitchen. That doesn't make you a weak man.
okay.
Yeah, you have to help your wife in kitchen. Very important, and which a lot of men now don't want to do something like because it makes them feel that they are not playing their role.
Mm,
And another thing is that as a husband
Yeah,
and your wife, you guys are partners. She's not a slave to you.
she's not a
That's
slave.
another bitter truth. Yeah, she's not a slave to you. You guys are here to build a life.
Mm.
You guys are companions side by side, not that one is ahead of one. And once you understand this, I think
Life will,
you have a peaceful marriage.
mm,
Life will be smooth,
way
even
more
though
easier.
there are ups and downs. Yeah, yes, you cannot do away with the ups and downs, but with this, at least nobody will hear you guys.
Okay, that's really
Yeah,
nice. For to our audience out there, it's okay to be a gentleman, just the way that you know.
yeah,
There's um we are always gentle when we're in a relationship. Maybe
yeah,
when she's not or when we're not married yet. So maybe you see this girl, you like her, you go to her and you try to be a sweet person, a loving person, a caring person. But something used to change when you're married to her,
mm,
or when you guys are
exactly.
married. Like you now be like, now she's under you, all those things, and your friends based on I don't know, Sha, but it's just like how people used to think. She's not under you.
Exactly.
You guys
Exactly.
are in the
Yeah,
world together, side by side.
yeah, exactly.
So just like the way you will be like, maybe you are telling her sweet words in the night when you guys are having called,
Mm,
like you help her do that.
yeah,
There's nothing in it like you won't be less of a man if you help her in the kitchen, or if you do one or two
exactly.
things. That's in. I understand what you're saying, and I hope our viewers to
Yes,
understand. And
exactly.
for me, one thing that we used to, I think, I'm not married yet, but I just have it in my head that, especially because we have sisters that are married, you kind of hear what's happening,
Yeah,
or maybe when you're with them, you
mm,
kind of see one or two things, and you be like, I won't do this thing. It's like as a man,
exactly.
you should always be thinking of your mother when you want to treat your wife or
Mm,
you want to do something. Imagine your father doing that to your mother when in your own
exactly.
presence. So try to judge it as somebody, the third person in that situation. Then maybe your choice will be it will be less it will be more accurate. Sure? Just try to be
Yeah,
doing one or
yeah,
two things that you want to do to your
yeah,
spouse. As what if she's your mother? Would you be happy if somebody
exactly.
or your dad did it to your mom? So so far
Yeah.
so good. I'm enjoying this thing. I'm enjoying the conversation because you are just
Okay.
shedding light about so many things, which is I don't really know how to put it, but Kai, Wallah Alhaji, you are trying. What you did is not something. It's not an easy thing to do, especially in this day and age where people don't want to get married.
Thank you very much for that.
So
Thank you very much for that.
just like everybody, or just like we've been telling you, Sha, I know that our
Mm,
viewers here are praying for you, wishing that may yours be amongst the best and happy marriage
I mean,
life, bro.
I
So
mean,
speaking about
thank you very much.
marriage and personal growth,
Mm,
Alhaji here, his wife is into this beauty and what would I call it? Beauty and fashion,
cos- yeah,
cosmetics, yeah,
cosmetics.
beauty and cosmetics
Yeah.
business, which
Mm,
he has opened a shop for her, and also he's into what's that other business of
bikes and
bikes,
automobiles.
automobile business.
Yeah,
So
automobile. Yeah.
I know that I wouldn't with this for saying this out loud shows that you are a very caring person for you to even open shop for your wife, and also you doing what you want to do. What's your own thoughts on helping your wife financially, or maybe her having a job
Mm,
and all those sort of things? You know, some men out there don't usually like their wife working. Some it's
exactly.
maybe government work, and some both. So where do you draw
Yeah.
your line, and how do you see that? How important is it to you that your wife has a job?
Actually, you, your wife being as a working class person, it
Mm,
comes with a lot of insecurity,
okay,
which I think that's the major concern of some men out there, married men out there,
okay,
which they don't want to allow. And then some men are being insecure because some women, you can see a lot of women coming up like that because they have money. So a man is not relevant to them in their life.
yeah,
You
because
know?
they have the
So you
money.
see, some men exactly. So what men does not understand that woman, because a woman is rich, that doesn't mean she controls you, but you in turn controls her if you know how to do it.
Mm,
You see, this thing all is just a game of mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a game of mind. It's the way you perceive her and the way you treat her. That's what she also treats you. I
Okay.
know that yes, we are of different personalities. Some women like that. You know, women in nature, they love to, like, that's their nature. They love to uh, be boastful of what they have done for you or
Yeah.
what they had. Yeah,
Okay.
but again, to me, line I draw is that if I do not empower my wife,
Mm.
then who will do so? Because nobody will take care of your children
So,
more than her.
sure.
Nobody would take care. Yes, so we are not praying for that, but sometimes it happens. You see that a lot of men, they die before their wife, and you see after their demise, the wife started suffering, the
Mm.
children are going around, all that,
Because you
just
are the
because
only provider.
you stopped her. Exactly, you have become the only provider, the sole provider of the family. You did not even give an end to it,
Mm.
that for her maybe to support you. But at least if you empower your wife, she'll be able to support you in one way or the other. Even when you know that you are not there to, that yes, your mind will be at peace that at least my wife's there and I
Yeah.
already empowered her. She has something to do, so you get rest.
Mm. That's
So
that's really
that's
really
one
good.
thing I